Once again, we have a very short video just trying to explain one subject, and that is the purpose of an affidavit. Now, the affidavit comes about through maxims at law. There are 10 essential maxims. Okay, a workman is worthy of his hire. All are equal under the law. Now, I want you to take note here that the maxims actually bring out the scripture. So all are equal under the law. It tells you that Exodus 21:23 to 25, Leviticus 24, Deuteronomy, and it says no one is above the law. Now, once again, I'm going to point out law. All are equal under the law. We're not equal under legal. We're equal in law. Now, number 3, in commerce, truth is sovereign. Once again, it gives you the scripture. And if you don't know what maxims are, these are rulings that have come from time immemorial that the judge generally accepts as truth. If you put the scripture in alongside it, it makes it even more powerful. So in commerce, truth is sovereign and truth rules. Your word is your bond. 4, truth is expressed in the form of an affidavit. 5, now I'm going to point out a word here. An unrebutted affidavit stands as the truth in commerce. They've introduced a word here. Commerce, they introduced it in 3. In commerce, truth is sovereign. 5, an unrebutted affidavit stands as truth in commerce. And then it goes on to say, affidavit is the highest form of truth. But then it also adds, legal maxim, he who does not deny admits. Now, unrebutted means that you must challenge everything in anyone else's affidavit for the truth to come out. Number 6, an unrebutted affidavit becomes the judgment in commerce. Once again, we're talking about commerce. We're not talking about law. And 7, in commerce, for any matter to be resolved, it must be expressed. So it goes on a little bit here. He who fails to assert his rights has none. Now, if I can get one thing across to you, everything in court is about your rights. So what I'm trying to teach you here is your rights. And if you don't know what your rights are, then you're never going to have any. So let's look a little bit closer. 3, in commerce, truth is sovereign. Truth is expressed in the form of an affidavit. An unrebutted affidavit stands as truth in commerce. Now, all we're talking about here is commerce. So we have to learn their game. So whenever someone wants to proceed against us in a civil matter, they need to hire a process server. The process server will have to come and serve documents on us. But the process server must swear an affidavit. Now, this is where most of us have fallen down in the past, is that we have refused to take the documents. We've done any number of things that have all been wrong. So let's have a look at what a process server's job is. Process server is a person authorized by law or by a court to formally deliver process such as summonses, complaints, subpoenas, writs, and other court to a defendant or respondent. Now, formally deliver process. It's only a process. That's all they're doing. And if they follow that process, they will get judgment, I can assure you. The process server usually serves the documents in accordance with the legislation in the area of service. This means handing the documents to the defendant. Now, I've highlighted 2 words, defendant or respondent. If you don't know your rights, then you will become one of those. You will become a defendant or a respondent. Now, in my jurisdiction video, I've shown you that they need actors. Those are the actors that they need. They need a defendant or a respondent. Once the documents are delivered, the process server must provide proof that the papers are served. This is done through a document called an Affidavit of Service, also called a proof of service, which must be notarized and given to the party who requested service. Okay, so now you can see what their process is. Now I'll show you how we can get out of it. The affidavit of the process server is the only document the judge relies on for judgment. The reason is we've already been through it. The maxims tell us an unrebutted affidavit becomes the judgment in commerce. But if we bring the law in, then we're going to have a different result. We must subpoena the process server and put him on the stand to swear that defendant and man are one and the same. This is knowing your rights. If you know your rights, then you're not going to be, the case can't proceed. The process server will not be able to do that, and if he tried to, the judge would shut him down. You know you can't go there. I've seen it done. We should also prepare our own affidavit rebutting the process server's affidavit point for point. And it says that an unrebutted affidavit remains the truth in commerce. So if we rebut it and get him on the stand to swear that, no matter what is claimed, the case cannot proceed. There's no defendant. There's no actor to take that role. And in court, they must have actors. They cannot do anything against a man. These are your rights. Learn your rights. You're not a defendant. You're a man. Forget about all the rubbish about, I'm not that name. I'm not that actor is what you are. You're not a defendant. You're not a respondent. You are first and foremost a man. Knowing your rights is going to stop all this, the processes they use against us, and will help to set us free. Hope that's cleared a few things up for you out there.